Through running, I've found so much support and love, and I want that for every single queer person. I identify as non-binary, which is under the trans umbrella. It's easy to hate something you don't know, but I hope that if people know me or get to know me, they're like, oh, Nikki's trans, and they're not that evil. I'm just hoping to like humanize it more, use like my privilege, my platform to lift up others in the LGBTQ community. My name is Nikki Hiltz, and I do the 800 and 1500, primarily the 1500, and I'm a Lululemon ambassador. I live and train in Flagstaff, Arizona. I am coached by Mike Smith, and he's the NAU coach, and he has a handful of pros that he also coaches. It's a quirky college town at 7,000 feet, and there's so many other professional runners that live here, and I just love the running community that is Flagstaff. It's really, I think, what has allowed me to like level up the past couple years. On the women's side, it's Rachel Smith, and then Ellie Hennes, me, Hannah Steelman, and then my partner, Emma Gee.
It's kind of crazy being a partner to one of the best athletes in the world. You know, a couple years into dating, I feel like just watching them work so hard and dream big, I now understand like what it takes to be one of the best athletes in the world. Whereas before, like I kind of had an idea, but now I like see it happen like on a day-to-day basis. They're such a student of this sport. Yeah, I think it's just kind of crazy that I fell in love with someone who's like literally the best at it.
I didn't start track specifically until junior high school. I did so many sports growing up, like soccer, volleyball, softball, and like my favorite part of all those sports was like the running aspect. I knew in junior high I was I was the fastest kid at my school, but I don't think it clicked until high school. You know, I was wanting to still play soccer. And then I remember talking to like my track coach, and he was like, maybe like don't do soccer. And I was like, why? And he's like, you're really good. And so I think it was kind of someone else instilling like belief in me that I was like, oh wow, like someone thinks I'm like good at this, that I should maybe sacrifice some other things for it. It was in an empowering way for me. So out of high school, I took all my visits and I decided to go to University of Oregon. Was coached by Marisa Powell, who, we're still friends to this day. She's great. Had a lot of really fun teammates, like learned a lot of lessons, but there was something that like wasn't clicking, and I was like, I think I need to make a change. And so I transferred to the University of Arkansas for my next 3 years of eligibility, and it was super fun. You know, I'm from California, and so it was a part of the country I'd never experienced before, but I had the best time and like the best teammates and coaches, and yeah, woo pig. I had a lot of ups and downs in colleges. I was injured a lot, and like I remember in 2016, like an Olympic year, I had like the worst season of my life. And so it was like a really low moment in like, oh shoot, I don't know if like my dream to become a professional runner will ever actually happen. But yeah, I just stayed the course and like trusted my teammates and coaches. And then eventually my senior year came and I got second at the outdoor championships in May. And then in June, I signed a contract. I was training in San Diego, and I think I need like more bodies around me, and they were like so supportive. And we moved here in March of 2022, and it's been great ever since. Training with 5K runners and then living at 7,000 feet full time was like very big keys to like, okay, that's how you bridge that gap. I had a lot of momentum in 2023. I mean, my goal was to be top 3, and to like win it all was just slightly unexpected. You know, when you're an inch from the finish line being like, oh my God, I won.
Nikki Hiltz is a national champion in the 1500.
You know, I punched down the tape and I was like, I did it. And it was just really special because I think, I hadn't made a team since 2019. So it was like, it's been a 4-year journey to get back to Team USA. And it was just like, yeah, it just meant so much to me. Just the pure aspect of racing is like why I love this sport, and I love the 15. It was just such a championship race. Probably like a low point would be the World Championships. I made it there, I was like riding all this momentum, and then my semifinal, I didn't have it. It was like top 6 make it, and I was, I think, like 10th. And it just like stung to have, I think, probably one of my worst races at the biggest race. I mean, I'm still walking away like that was such a great experience, and like I love being a part of Team USA, and I think next year, like looking back, it'll be like a really good thing that happened. I know what it takes now, and I know that I can get there. So training's been going well. It's been about like 6 weeks now of really good workouts and stuff. Okay, today a little threshold session. We did some this morning in the indoor track, and now we're out here because it's beautiful and 55 degrees, and this morning it was 20 degrees. But yeah, we're gonna do 4 by a mile, go warm up, do some drills, and then get started. Oh gosh. Okay, last time I was here I had 5. So I have 4. Sorry, Maddie. 5 just a bit brutal. It's so nice to have community and like people to run with. And then for workouts, it's like, Ellie and Rachel are 2 of the best 5K runners in the country. And so they really push me when it comes to like my strength. Like I have a lot of speed from the 8 and 15 training, but where I really like need help is that longer stuff. So it's so great to have them. We sync up for workouts a lot, even though I am like a different event. I feel like I train kind of like a 5K runner. I run higher mileage and things like that.
I think what sets Nikki apart is that they've just done a really good job of like leaning into what they're naturally talented at, but they have also gone out of their way to kind of develop in areas that don't come as naturally. Like they obviously have incredible speed, like an incredible kick, and that's amazing, but I feel like when they realized that they wanted to level up and maybe be the best in the country, I feel like they were very intentional about finding a situation that would help them grow in that like strength area.
Woo! Good job, team. You're done!
And Nikki has been very gracious and has written a lot of my training and basically been my coach for the last year and has helped me achieve my goals. So I learned so much from being around them.
Woo! Hey! Good job. Oh, good job, Hannah. Woo! Ah, good job, Rich.
Nice, Nikki.
Nice. I had 5:17 for the last 3. That's crazy. I think I find motivation in like the people I train with. I feel really safe around them. They use my pronouns correctly and are very supportive, like allies to me and Emma. And yeah, I think it's just a very, very good dynamic.
I didn't do double.
It's hard when you're coming off a really successful year. And so I want to prove to myself like that wasn't just a one-off year. That wasn't just like a, whoa, Nikki popped off and that was cool. It's like, I want to keep doing that. And I want to keep building on that, and I want to get better. And so I think if I can, I don't want to say repeat, but like, yeah, if I can just keep getting better, I think that would prove a lot to like others and I think more importantly myself. When I envision like making the Olympic team, something I've done since I was like in high school, it would feel like a dream come true to have it at Hayward. Like I literally couldn't imagine it anywhere else. I do get a good amount of like LGBTQ fans and people specifically there to like, cheer me on and that are a part of the community, and that means a lot to me. There's always like rainbow flags, or last year was the trans flag, and so things like that. I think people think like I don't notice or it's such a little thing, but it's like, it means so much to me because it makes me feel like less alone when I'm out there.
And into the home stretch here in Seattle, and Nikki Hiltz will take the victory.
That one's done.